As far as politics and boots go, Olsen Stelzer has made boots for Harry Truman, President Dwight Eisenhower. Dixon made boots for Jimmy Carter. Trump Jr., Don Jr. he's got 3 or 4 of our custom boots and a couple of our non-custom as well. So definitely we have people in the political world wearing our cowboy boots, but some other famous people, I'll just name people that wore either or of the 2 companies would be John Wayne, wore both companies. Hank Williams Sr., Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, Patsy Cline, Dolly Parton, Ernest Tubb. I mean, the names just are, a lot of them are from the old original Opry, from the old country singers. But of course, everyone knows who John Wayne is. And it's kind of cool that he wore both of our company's boots. So
that is cool.
The silver tsunami is a big conversation that we have, maybe not here, but just in business circles. There's a big cry, there's a big difference between the silver tsunami of buying companies for the last 50 years and buying something from 1889. What does it take to buy a 150-year-old brand?
Right.
Is that $100,000? Is that $100 million? Because when it comes to until you don't know. Because you look at the Wrexham Football Club, with Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds, they bought that football club for $2 million. Who would have thought you could buy that for $2 million for like a 150-year-old boot company that's historic? What does it take to buy that?
Yeah, so it's definitely not 100 million. The sales of both companies were kind of on a plateau, and both companies were owned by people that were both in their late 70s, I think, and were just ready to get out. So it definitely wasn't the 100 million. It was closer to the 100,000, really. Olsen Stelzer doesn't have any inventory because once you make a pair of boots, the customer takes them with them. So that wasn't like we were buying a ton of inventory. Dixon, we didn't buy a bunch of inventory either because we were rebranding the look and the styles of the boots completely. So it wasn't 100,000, but it was definitely closer to that than the 100 million.
That you're buying like goodwill.
Manufacturing equipment and capacity and the brand name.
There wasn't a lot of that either. When we first bought Olsen Stelzer, our bootmaker, so Olsen Stelzers are all made in the U.S. in El Paso. Our bootmaker has a small shop in El Paso. So there wasn't a ton of, there wasn't a big, huge factory or anything like that. And Dixon had sold their factory in El Paso to Justin. And I think that's right. I could be off on that. I'm sorry if I'm off on that. But I think Dixon sold their factory to Justin in the 90s and moved all of the production into Leon, Mexico, which is a third-party bootmaker. So Dixon doesn't own the bootmaker in Mexico. We buy the boots from our bootmaker there. Yeah, there wasn't a ton of overhead really. And there actually still isn't a ton of overhead. I run the companies for free. So it's pretty easy to not spend a lot of money on that. So thank God for the oil business, which covers my bills. But
weren't you just like 20 minutes ago, just like not that happy with the oil business?
Yeah, well,
or is it only in specific years?
Yeah, well, I've been in the oil business since 2001, I think. Well, my internship was before that, but I'm not going to count that. 2001, I think, was the beginning, or 2002, right around there. And here we are in 2026. So let's say about 25 years I've been in the business, and I've had 3 or 4 bad ones, real bad ones. Mm-hmm. But hey, that's 20 plus good ones, right? So that's the way I look at that. Now, I don't like it when I'm in the middle of one of those really bad ones. That's not a fun situation, but I've had a lot more good years than bad.
Yeah.